You want that romance.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
You want that romance.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Oh, sorry, I had to mute the stream. All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Turnbuckle Reaction podcast. Apparently, uh, my name is the SVR, and I'm with my homeboy, Baby Jester.
Baby gesture. Yes, sir. We're here. We're
We
we're here.
we're
Um,
here, ladies and gentlemen. Part two of the whole series of Turnbuckle
well,
Reaction.
technically, it's like we're on the third episode, but we were just cool and did episode 000. So,
Yeah, yeah,
but that's alright.
it's alright. Well, we going backwards.
Mm-hmm. What do
uh,
we usually do on this anyway?
we basically what we do is talking about wrestling related stuff, like the events of the federations, and
Mhm.
we basically like if it does happen, we do reactions these moments. But
Right.
since we are more one up on talking and discuss, and we didn't even promote as much on our podcast, well our channel, I thought it'll be a good way to socialize more.
Right. Makes valid sense.
But yeah, ladies and
And
gentlemen,
coincidentally, my grandmother is cleaning the house while I'm trying to record this. So you guys will hear Grandma Jester running around.
yeah, shout out to Grandma Chester.
Yep. Fuck around with her, she will write a diss track on you.
Hell no. Anyways,
Anyways, let's let's get to the juicy stuff. Raw, what happened?
all right. So on Monday Night Raw, this show was crazy. Want to know why it was crazy? Because we saw literally CM Punk coming back in the show, um, and he was addressing about he's regarding about his injury. He was also talking about like uh you know he couldn't make it with his injury, but he can do something about it, not like wrestle, but just to commentate the entire show,
Right.
possibly. You get CM Punk calling out each superstar alone, like for primary examples.
He was going after everybody.
Yeah, he went after Drew McIntyre. He went on Roman Reigns. Not as much,
He
but
even went after Mr. McMahon. I don't think a lot of people caught that, but
well, see, here's the
it was
thing.
pretty
He
nuts.
didn't mention the name because they didn't want him. They don't want WWE to mention him because he's released and he has done some
Yeah, he's blacklisted.
pretty f shit. Yeah. Um.
And that was pretty ballsy of him. I give my hats to him because I knew he was gonna pull some strings and be like, I can still talk about him. So that's his
He,
mortal enemy.
but see, the thing is, he didn't say his name, but he did said like
Exactly.
he kind of hint him to what he was referring to. Say, oh, who
He
get
was trying to tell Drew to say him
who was the one that chose him? Yeah.
because Drew was trying to pull this. Oh, I'm a better CM Punk than you right now. So CM Punk just threw that right out the fucking window.
Yeah, and then he also talked about Seth Rollins, which not surprising considering these two had a little bit of history. From them, they had like an idea. Didn't they had the idea of CM Punk trying to bring a faction together to call the Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it went from that, and they try to CM Punk try to build Seth Rollins up in NXT days.
Right.
So that's probably the the and that's sad too because I really want to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, but we're not really getting to that.
I doubt we'll probably see it because they both get injured at the same time, or one of them's injured and one's off doing whatever.
And then you had
That'd be a great
yeah,
match.
that would be a great match to build it up. I would love to see how they will probably go off at one point, back and forth.
Mhm.
Um, but then you got CM Punk, who he mentioned there was someone who didn't call out, who didn't even talk about CM Punk. That was The Rock.
Yeah.
And
Nobody's been talking about yeah.
CM Punk quoted him a line that it was said like around 10 years ago when he said something about you can box with a god because he has short hands, short arms.
Mhm. Oh, what was it? Hold on, we gotta see it. Mm. Yeah, I remember he said some. He was like, "Cause your arms are too short, apparently, cause you've never boxed with God." And
Yeah.
that was. I'm hearing a lot of places, from a lot of sources. They're saying that this is the best Raw of the decade, like of the last 10 years.
Mm,
It's been the best Raw, and I can't. I'd say a top five Raw, not the
yeah.
best one.
Top five. I would say I would probably put it at four because there was a lot of moments I find captivating, which we would get
Hmm.
into that and mentioning and a few more. But anyway, the back and forth between CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins pro was extremely
Yeah,
amazing.
that was it was really good.
You don't
And
get
then
to
we
see
had
you don't get to see three people like do promos all in once all together, which is
no,
very hard to
it's really
do.
hard, especially just it's also hard to get two people that are quote unquote heels to be promos, but Punk is a promo legend,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and McIntyre is just riding Punk's coattails. So
Oh man.
I'm a big McIntyre hater. I understand he's going to win the title probably WrestleMania because it's just all eyes are on him,
I
but
mean,
I still
he
don't
kind
like
of
the guy.
did. I mean, he did won the World Heavyweight title, well, the World Heavyweight title at an empty arena WrestleMania with no people.
And I
So
understand that. I understand why he's fighting for that.
yeah,
But
I mean,
at the same time, he still got it.
he
So
pushed himself to the limits to the point where he's been waiting for that moment for like what 3 years? Yeah,
yeah, he's been waiting. But just like the Big Show, you can't get everything you want.
exactly. Then we
But he
get
will. He'll still get
yeah.
it.
Then we get to see a Sami Zayn match against Big Bronson Reed, which wasn't
Bronson Reed's underrated.
yeah so slept on too. I mean, which I would like to mention. He was also he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling one time
Hmm.
back in the old days before he got to the point where he is worthy of being in WWE company.
Hang on. Get.
And yeah, the whole thing with the match between Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed is sick. You got Sami Zayn being the underdog, and you got Bronson Reed who is underrated with his strong force in his battlegrounds.
Hmm. Right. Sami Zayn, like I said before we even started this thing, I was saying Sami Zayn is like the modern Mick Foley, how they're treating him.
I agree. Well, I would say a combination of Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. And yeah, because they treated Daniel Bryan the same way they treated Mick Foley.
Yeah.
There's always that black sheep that they just don't wanna like try and push even though people want him to be pushed.
Yes. I think Sami Zayn. Well, here's a little my concerning here because WrestleMania is coming on the way. I don't know how I'm feeling about Sami Zayn winning the IC title because I mean he did won the IC title from I I could be wrong. It might be in 2020, 2021 that he won the IC
Mm-hmm.
title. But because Gunther is like strong suit and it there's nearly impossible for people to defeat Gunther at one point.
Right.
I mean,
And
short.
Gunther, I love Gunther. Like I think he needs to become world champion. He needs to get either the heavyweight or take it from whoever is going to become champion
Mm-hmm.
later on during Clash Champions.
Yeah, which I would love to see him in the future. Not right now, obviously, because he's still IC champion. So let's see how it goes after WrestleMania. Will he will lose
Right.
his title or he will keep it a little long?
Exactly, man. I'm excited.
I'm
He's
excited.
already like either way, if Gunther wins or loses, either way he won because he's already the longest reigning intercontinental champion.
Yeah.
Like either way he won.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And then we got Cody Rhodes was talking
Oh
and
yeah,
then
which we're gonna talk
he had
about
his
that.
promo.
He had his promo regarding about what was said last week
Mhm.
with The Rock and the whole bloodline. Typical fashion.
Right.
Um and they also he was also mentioning about the whole mama like family thing going on.
Right.
Uh and then
And then The Rock just came in
yeah, I was like
and he
because I
just
do
stood
because I
there
saw it
for
on
so
Twitter
long.
because he was advertised on Twitter that he's
Mhm.
gonna be showing up on Raw. What's even weird is that Roman Reigns was also in the poster, but you don't get to see Roman Reigns at all.
Yeah. That's because he was still involved in the Raw, but that's for a little bit later.
Hmm, I guess.
Um Technically, yeah. But then he just stood there and they stood there in the rain for a couple minutes just staring at each other, which was really freaking
And
weird.
I was
And
questioning like what Rock was whispering to Cody Rhodes.
right. And I thought like I even looked it up and I was looking at like professional lip readers. Some people said that Roman's going to he said Roman's retaining as in like Roman's not losing the belt
Hmm.
or he probably was just telling him something.
I
I forgot
think
what it was.
I think it's something about the whole bleed. Yeah. So
Yeah. We're going to be bleeding or something.
I'm gonna make you bleed, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be yeah.
Yeah.
And well, then something was it was with Jimmy and Jay, right?
Yeah,
Jimmy and Jay
Yeah,
and
Jimmy
Solo were
J
sitting in back.
sent it back, and then they had to brawl. Typical
Yep.
family fashion, as always. Um, even though Jay is solo, like solo, not solo gimmick, like solo as in him being alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they attack and then they go. Cody
And
was
then
just
Cody comes in to save the day,
save
like
the
usual.
day. Yeah, save the day. Beating
And Rock.
Jimmy and Solo, and then you get to see The Rock.
This is probably the most not gruesome, but most like brutal beatdown that I have seen in a long time.
Yeah,
And like,
I don't know.
there's beatdowns in WWE recently that have been pretty br- like bad,
Brutal.
but this was one sided. Cody didn't get no shot, no chance.
He was trying to counter every single move that The Rock was doing, but The Rock had the force to even like punch him, and it was like, no, you see this, you see this. It's like he didn't
Mm-hmm.
care. He didn't care. He had to throw him like every single object possible.
Right. And that was a lot. Like they have because they are having Netflix be shot on Raw coming
Hmm.
next year, right? And
Yes.
so they're moving slower and slower out of the PG era because by the time Raw comes, that there's going to be no rating. It's not going to be PG 13, TV 14.
PG 18. Damn, man.
Yeah, there's gonna be no rating. They can do whatever they want on
Yeah,
Netflix.
it's gonna be like Attitude Era
Yeah,
of today's generation.
right. But the downfall is you're gonna have to buy a Netflix subscription, right? Unless they're like, if you don't have
Yeah,
one, you're
I
kind of
don't.
screwed,
I don't even have Netflix.
right? I have Netflix. I just don't ever watch it because there's none on it. But now that there's gonna be WWE, I'm gonna watch it.
I guess that's the only thing that you can watch on Netflix.
Yeah, either that or the Avatar Last Airbender remake. But
It
who wants to watch
depends. It depends how
that?
they. We will see how they can roll with it. I mean, you never know the outcome. Like I said, I mean, don't expect it to be good. It's gonna be something that gets a little uglier on the end.
Right.
Then we got Ricochet versus JD McDonough.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good,
I
bro.
like I like the ending. Ricochet kind of everybody was scared that Ricochet wasn't gonna win, but then he got beat down, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ricochet's,
because is
yeah,
McDonough still in Judgment Day?
yes, he still is.
Yeah, he's still.
Bro, the whole thing about the whole Archer versus Jake Madonna is like if they're both if he or R-Truth or Jake Madonna will get out of Judgment Day, like if someone loses, they will get out of Judgment Day, which turns out it was entirely a joke.
Right. But that whole thing was dumb. The JD McDonough truth. It was funny for a little bit, but then just McDonough just started crying like a little bitch, and then Judgment Day didn't even keep up their word.
I guess, yeah. And while we like R-Truth, I don't know, man. Like it's a pretty dumb idea to even do a just a kick out of Judgment Day earlier.
Mm-hmm. It was what they call it? They called it beat down on 34th Street or some shit. That match that was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like something along with the lines, yeah.
And then
Then we
yeah, I
got
think that was pretty much all the highlights of Raw, right?
I mean I'm sure there's more that we haven't mentioned.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get along with NXT. Huh.
What was going on in NXT? I mean, there was only one thing that I saw in NXT that I enjoyed, but if you
Uh
have something first, you go first.
all right. Well, since I didn't watch as much NXT, well, I would like to say something along with the lines, the best I can, because I was very busy
I know
on my
you
plate.
good. You
Yeah,
good.
I had a lot of things behind the scenes. But anyways,
I'll be honest. I only watch the highlights of NXT and AEW. I really don't watch it religiously like I watch Raw and SmackDown.
anyways, we started off
So
with Natalia apparently celebrating her return to NXT with Carmen Petrovic. Basically, she came back in NXT to, I guess, mm, perhaps reclaim and redeem herself for where she
for
at
the 100th time,
for 100 times. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, Natalia is alright as a wrestler, but you know,
she's riding off of her family's coattails. Like I understand represent your family and all that, but WWE don't like your family. Like the management doesn't like the Hearts. Like that's
it's
just how it's always been.
and so she won against Loda Vice, and that was an alright match. Nothing too crazy about it.
Hmm.
Um, Then we got Rich Holland, where he's stepping aside from NXT. Uh,
I saw that. The dude was crying.
yeah,
I was like, oh, poor guy. Wonder
it's
why
like
he's quitting.
he's retiring, he's quitting like forever, probably forever. And
Oh, damn.
I was like, damn, bro, you really had to quit this because you haven't earned
On
your.
NXT,
It's like on NXT, yeah, because it says in the title, Rich Holland steps aside from NXT, yeah, from Highland.
probably needs a break. Everybody needs a break. here and there.
Yeah, well, I think the only reason he did this was because I don't know if it's like he hasn't earned his spot for a title, or just
Yeah.
purposely he hasn't earned himself to become the next big thing. No pun intended.
Oh man. I mean, yeah. Can't really. He's probably just. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him in another wrestling company because he's not getting his way, like with his championships or this
Most
or that.
likely, I think he might be signed to a TNA because I think that will be a good spot for him to kind of just improvise himself in.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, is it also the guy who wait, Rich Holland? Is it also the same guy who uh what's it called? What's it called? He was also the guy who I forgot because again I haven't watched any
He was a
work.
rugby player.
Yeah, he was a rugby player. Yeah, and oh yeah, because mm, I guess he was on
He got an injury. That's why. Oh, no, that was last year.
yeah
Really?
2 years ago. Yeah, I mean this is 2 years ago. Damn. Uh, I guess it's whatever. I mean, it's okay, man. You might as well just take a break. It's easy to just
Yeah.
quit and
See you when we
entire.
see you.
We see you. We see you. Then we got Sean Spears versus Dijak. Uh, man, you know what? I'm glad that the guy who was a 10 gimmick, 10, um, he is back in WWE again because let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
AEW didn't treat him right. Sean Spears,
Oh,
they didn't treat the AEW didn't treat Sean Spears right.
Sean Spears. Who's this? Sean Spears. Hold on.
Ty Dillinger. His old gimmick was Ty Dillinger before he left the
Mm-hmm.
WWE, and he went to AEW. He went by the name of Sean Spears, and so he got back in recently around I think a month ago or something. He got back into WWE, but in NXT instead of like the
Mm-hmm.
main roster. I guess he did come back to like kind of redeem himself and try to recollect him and get back on his track. I
Mm-hmm.
guess. But anyways,
Oh man, I just saw the highlight for the match. They be
yeah,
flying through
Dijak
the
is
things.
talented as fuck.
What I noticed in NXT is they got the railings and stuff because of how far they fly.
Yeah,
You get- I hope they don't add that to the like to the main rosters. 'Cause that looks kind of tacky as hell.
it is tacky. I mean, sure, it is tacky, but I mean, we already see
But
enough
it's for
hype.
everybody's safety.
It's for everybody's preference, you know. You know the drill. It's for
Mhm.
everybody's preference. But yeah, Dijak won the match. Not surprising, obviously. But I'm glad he's trying his best he can to push himself to the top.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we could talk about the main event on NXT, which was Alpha Academy
Oh
versus Braun
yeah. That
Breaker
shit
and
was
Baron
awesome.
Corbin. Yo, woo!
Braun Breaker was insane.
Bro, the fact that he
He is
went, the
crazy.
fact
He
he
is the
countered
next Kurt
that,
Angle.
the fact that he countered that on the top rope. Oh my gosh.
That was that part was crazy, and I can't wait to see what he does in the main roster because he's already proven himself on SmackDown that he can just rip people up. But one of
Yeah,
these main stars need to catch an eye on him and be like, "Hey, let's fight."
yeah, yes,
Telling
bro.
you, Braun Breaker next year will be a champion.
Yeah, soon. I would love to see him be a either IC champion or most likely World Heavyweight Championship, like being the Seth Rollins title. Yeah, I would love
Oh
to.
yeah,
I
I
would.
see. I could see him with a United States title
Oh, definitely.
or a work because the IC title is more like a workhorse championship. So
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Braun Breaker's a workhorse.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
And that poor Alpha Academy. Okay,
Oh man. Yeah.
they were on the top of the top for a while. They were chilling up there, doing that's nasty and all that weird shit. All right, and kudos to them for doing it. But then they just plummeted in NXT.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I
I'm
get
like,
it that Chad Gable was not here. He was, but he wasn't here anymore because he's focused on his solo career,
right,
I
and that's
guess.
good on him though,
And that's good on him
because
because they it's not gonna make him distracted or get himself holding back and a hostage.
see if Chad Gable was in that Alpha Academy, it would
Yeah.
have been a different story. In that match with Braun Breaker, probably would have been a different story.
I imagined like Braun Breaker versus Chad Gable. Oh boy.
That'd go insane.
The back and forth of him doing German suplex and then got Braun Breaker with spear.
Right, ankle locks and all that shit, bro.
Yeah. We also gotta talk about the whole, what was built up for, the rival between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This whole entire thing, it's it's good. It's good that they doing this because I know for a fact that what all made it start this with between Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams was yes, they were friends. They were friends. They were cool with each other for a while. It then got to the point where Carmelo Hayes was kind of made a twisted turn to turn on Trick Williams, and it kind of
Mm-hmm.
made Trick Williams being, and I quote, an insult to injury per se.
Yeah.
So you had Trick Williams being injured for a while, and then he got back on his track, attacked Carmelo Hayes, and there's been a lot of back and forth brawl. So I'm excited to see that match with Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I'm really excited.
Trick Williams is underrated too. I like
Yes,
him.
I like his energy. I like his energy.
Mm-hmm.
I really
That's a lot of the NXT fighters. I like the energy. I just don't like the vibe of the whole area. It just feels I understand it's for smaller wrestlers and smaller superstars to gain traction, but it's just so
mm,
small and it's not as fun and energetic, I feel, in some senses compared to Raw and SmackDown.
yeah. And then we also got to talk about how's it pronounced? Elijah Dragunov. This guy is a problem.
Dragging off these nuts.
This guy's
Sorry.
a this guy's a problem. Not like in a bad way, but in a good way. In a problem, bro. When you will see him in May roster, I'm gonna tell you right now,
Mhm.
he's gonna kill it.
He's gonna go after everybody, I feel.
He's good, bro. Remember the rivalry between him and Gunter?
Oh yeah.
I would love to see that in the main roster, and I want to see how that will flow.
Dragon, yeah, he'll pull some. I think he's gonna do some slimy shit. I feel.
Bro, imagine just like okay, it's like yes, he's gonna get chops after chops by Gunther, but he's getting back up as a beast.
Right. As a beast, he says.
Yes,
I like that. I like that. Little mini. He's just a mini freaking Brock Lesnar.
yeah, it's like hey beach,
Hey,
you ain't that a big of a deal in my eyes.
you think you're the shit? You're not even the fart.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Then we got to talk
that's
about that was NXT. That was all
yeah.
NXT,
I think it's SmackDown time.
and it's now SmackDown. Yesterday was nuts.
That it was. It was crazy.
We started off with the obvious one being Jade Cargill just signed her SmackDown contract.
Yeah, she. Oh man, I love Jade so much. Okay, just because it not okay, it's because of her energy, her confidence, and just how she fights. She's just crazy, all 10-10. Now, the thing that we have to worry about is the longevity of Jade Cargill, okay?
Yes.
Because she can easily just mirror Bianca and just become a confident black wrestler, and everybody would be fine with it. But then it's just going to seem normal. And like we've already seen this before, we don't want to see this anymore.
Right.
Right. And that's not me saying, because I believe Jade Cargill will become something really great in WWE. I mean, she pushed herself far beyond AEW's expectations. So that's why they had to cut her out.
Yeah.
And that's just Jade Cargill is the greatest. Almost. We still got Rhea Ripley. But Cargill,
She
10 out of 10 right now.
yeah, she's gotta push herself into the limits, man, because I'm telling you right now, when we seen her like wrestle in Royal Rumble, whoo!
That was crazy. And then she
Yeah.
started beating up all the damage control this Friday. That was
Yeah.
nuts. That was
Yeah.
one sided too. It was
Yeah.
freaking Oscar ran at her and she just big booted her
Big
and she just
booted and then boom and they go power bomb Dakota Kai. I was that was
that was crazy.
that was crazy. And
I like the attitude they're adding to wrestling and how everybody's got their own little style to the attitude.
oh yes, I agree. Each they have their own unique style to their own. Yep.
And
And and I'm excited
mm,
for the tag team match that they have planned on because 6 women tag team match is gonna be insane.
yeah,
Wait,
that's gonna be crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I bet you that Jake Cargill and her team, Bianca Belair and um, Naomi will win most likely. But then you get I then I might be seeing like after the match there will
Hmm.
be some twisting turns going on. It's either Naomi doing it or Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Naomi's probably going to switch up farther than Jade, but what would be crazy is that Bianca switches, which I doubt, but imagine the heel, or
Bianca.
not the heel, the face of your of the women's wrestling community just switching up like nothing.
And plus, we have seen Bianca Belair had that kind of attitude where we have seen like
Hmm.
Bianca Belair was teasing and was kind of talking crap towards uh, Bailey, but she was trying to like give it a point, like
She was trying to tell her like you deserved this. This is your fucking you did this to yourself.
and we seen that on her days in NXT. So I wouldn't mind her like kind of reflect her back to where she became.
Right. That'd be really nice.
That would be
I'd like
really
to see a
nice.
heel Bianca.
Yes. Heel
But
Bianca.
she also got a lot going on right now too anyway. Like she's got
Yeah.
her Love and WWE show, so she's got to be nice for that.
Yeah.
She's got
But we do love
um
heels too, so let's not forget about that. We love some heel
yeah.
characters.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. I love her. Um
Then we have LA Knight who disguised it himself as a security guard.
he is a master of disguise. Like if you watch old pay-per-views, you can find LA Knight like
Yes.
hidden as something he worked as or something.
This was during like 2011, I think. It was like he was disguised in a he was just a security guard and he was pretty much um what was it? It was like Triple H versus Randy Orton, I believe, and he was disguised himself as a
He
security.
was one of the disguise. Yeah, he was one of the extras.
Yeah.
And that's something you got to look out for in
Mm-hmm.
these newer episodes. You could look for those extras because they will become future superstars.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
did you know in WrestleMania 22, CM Punk was an extra for John Cena's entrance?
Yes, I did know that. Yes, I did.
That's that's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Whew.
and they're
Uh,
rivals.
the rivals,
So,
bro. That was sick. You know what this whole feud between LA Knight and AJ Styles reminds me a little bit of?
hmm.
Remember Samoa Joe and AJ Styles feud they had going on?
Oh yeah, that was always good.
And they just
Samoa Joe needs to come back.
yeah,
I need my boy to come back.
bro, he's all so good at promos. Samoa Joe is so good at promos.
I remember
Gosh,
they had to chop him down a little bit because of his promos. They were like, "Yo, you can't be saying shit like this."
yeah, but he was so good, bro. Bro, he had to throw he had a mind blown jab at Jeff Hardy. Damn, it was
Yeah, everybody was. I think that was kind of like the benefiting, or not the benefiting, the deciding factor of Samoa Joe getting fired
yeah.
or released.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's also because of the whole kind of TKO thing. Well, it was not TKO because before TKO even existed, he was released only because of, the. I guess normally it's you get released for the budgets.
Hmm.
So yeah.
But didn't give that doing the shit that he was saying and stuff. That definitely didn't help with their budget, or it helped, but like it didn't help him. Like if they're all on a list of who's getting cut and who's not, I bet you they got strikes and little red check marks on shit they're not supposed to be doing.
Yep. Then you got Logan Paul who ran away from Randy Orton.
That was pretty funny. Got to give it to Logan. He's a pretty good comic in
Yes.
wrestling. He's
Yes.
pretty good at it. He
Yeah.
was talking shit that whole time and then left in a vet.
Left it at that and then got RKO'd out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was just. And also, I think Kevin Owens was also involved in that segment too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know Randy was yelling at Kevin Owens like, "Yo, how could you lose to these people?" And then he saw the big screen and it showed Logan punching Kevin Owens in the face, and Randy saw it, and because Logan went and hid under the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and so he just started doing his Viper shit,
Yeah, the
and
Viper, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, yeah, and then he just started running backstage, and he left in this red Corvette, and that was great.
It was
It's how you
great,
know WWE is getting good. The outfits are looking better.
looking
There's
better.
more fancy cars.
Yeah.
Language is dampened down. Um, it's more gruesome, more fighting.
Yep. It becomes more aggressive and aggressive.
Yeah, it's just that's how you know WWE is getting good. We're getting at the second Attitude Era right now.
Yeah. We like to see that, bro. I can't wait. Which I can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait no more.
Yeah, to reference that. Then you
We
got
had Bobby Lashley
yeah,
and
Bobby
Karrion
Lashley,
Cross.
Karrion Cross. Yeah,
That's gonna be a dark horse. I feel like the dark horse of WrestleMania. Are they fighting at WrestleMania, or are they just still beefing?
I think they're still beef way because I don't know if WrestleMania 40 will confirm there's gonna be a match between them two.
'Cause that'd be cool. Like they've been beefing for since Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Even before Royal Rumble, they were beefing during Christmas time.
I mean it might be confirmed. Who knows? But they didn't add it in the match card, so it's kind of
That's
strange.
all right.
It's alright.
It's usually how Bobby Lashley is. They give him a rivalry and then just don't forget about Bobby Lashley.
They pretty much what WWE does nowadays. They forget about who they are booking in the first place, and yeah.
Yeah. And LWO, that was a big thing.
Oh yeah, Mysterio and Dragon Lee are challenging Escobar and Dirty Dom for in at WrestleMania. Uh,
Heck yeah.
you
I
got
am excited for that.
yeah, you got Ray.
Except low key, I'm feeling like Rey Mysterio's just trying to get another WrestleMania under his belt and get a paycheck. but I can't disrespect the goat.
He's a legend after all, man. He's the first ever luchador to build all the luchadors in the first place.
Hmm. He's the yeah,
He is the
if not the best luchador out there
he is
right
the
now.
representative of lucha libre, man.
Yeah, the pioneer of lucha libre. Not the
Exact.
pioneer, but like modern lucha libre.
Yeah, he might be a pioneer and a martyr at the same time. Yeah.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite Rey Mysterio mask? Like he had some pretty unique ones.
My favorite Rey Mysterio mask. I got only a three of those that I actually like.
Hmm.
So let's see here. I like the red one. That was the classic Rey Mysterio. You love to see
Oh,
it.
the red and white one. Yeah.
Yeah, you love to see it. Number two, I like the yeah, what's it called? What's the color? What was it? Fuck it. We'll just go with the color green, red, and white.
There you go. Perfect. I was saying like they had remember he had that skeleton mask
That
that
was
he wore that was
WCW. That was WCW days, bro.
no, it was modern rest. It was during the ruthless aggression. He had like this skeleton mask and then he took it off and then there was his normal mask.
Bro tried to be Punisher.
Yeah, man. Just trying to be Punisher. He had a lot of cool collaborating outfits too. He had a Joker one. The Joker one was pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, love the
I
Joker
he
one.
had he had a weird looking Silver Surfer. I mean, look it up. Look up Silver Surfer Rey Mysterio outfit, and it was terrible. They put paint all over
So,
him. He looked miserable.
what was it? What was it pronounced?
Silver Surfer,
Silver. Oh yeah, silver. Yeah, got it. Got it. Got it. Ah,
and
yeah. That was
he
so.
just looked miserable.
Bro, it looks like he was a snowman, bro.
It's just I understand how that could have been cool, but underneath all that hot light, you're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be itchy as hell when you get back,
Yeah, you would
and
just
that
go. If
definitely
yeah,
probably poisoned your
you just
skin.
had to go back to the shower.
Yup. One of
Oh,
the damn, that's crazy. Or I always liked Unmasked Ray. Like during his WCW days, he was fucking a lot of shit up back then.
I mean, I won't deny that. At the same time, it was, yeah, I get that
It
feeling.
was his starting days. Like it was his starting days.
Yeah, like he was on his breaking point. He wasn't on his
Hmm.
breaking point at all.
Speaking of Ray, my or my least favorite thing they ever did was never put a rivalry against Ray and John Cena. They could have did it,
Way
and they missed
better.
every opportunity.
They could have done it way better. My least
Instead
favorite,
of instead
my
of Rey Mysterio
yeah,
getting the world championship and John Cena's like, "Hey, bud, give me that," and just beats his ass. It was just,
yeah.
it's terrible.
Um, my least favorite match, least match that I think it was the worst, in my personal opinion, right? Because I love Ray, don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
but there's been some cons about the whole build up and all that. I will say, hmm, hmm, um, probably Rey Mysterio versus what's his
Hmm.
name? What's his name? Because I'm uh yeah, I would love to say because it's so uh obvious. Rey Mysterio versus Six. I think that's how it's pronounced. Six, with two X's and Y. And this was on WCW Nitro. Six was like the reigning WCW Cruiserweight champion at the time. and Kevin Nash was on his corner. The match was gonna be,
Sticks.
yeah, it's S.
Dude, Sean Walton. X-Pac good. He was good back then.
Yeah, it was gonna be special for this match, but it ended pretty much.
YXX.
Yeah, and it
That's X-Pac, bro.
oh yeah, ended prematurely. Yeah, and then you go and then you have Kevin Nash, who constantly repeats himself to like interfere, and
He was Kevin Nash now is just crazy. Like I've been seeing his posts, or I'll be scrolling through Instagram, and then I'll look at a comment of somebody, and there's Kevin Nash commenting about how these people can't really fight and aren't that good, but he had like 2, 3 moves down under his belt.
yeah, Jack Five Powerbomb, I think what it's called, Jackknife or whatever it's called,
Nah,
and
that wasn't that Goldberg? I thought Goldberg had the jackknife.
what? um, no, it was Kevin Nash. Well, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure his finisher move was, yeah, it was Jackknife Powerbomb. Yeah, that was Kevin Nash, not Goldberg. Goldberg was Jackhammer.
I
Literally.
swear. Oh, well, jack these nuts, I guess.
No. Anyways,
Also in WWE news, wrestling news, Becky Lynch's book is doing pretty freaking good. I haven't gotten a chance to get it. I'm going to when I get the chance, cause I've heard it's really good,
mm,
and I'm a nerd. So
of course you are.
I have I have a lot of I have a lot of wrestling books. I have Bret Hart's autobiography. I have um one of John Cena's books. Somebody wrote about him, and I have a book about DX. So
also,
I
guys,
would
sorry. So,
love to get.
also, guys, sorry about that because my
Sorry.
camera would just like it was like dark on my end, and then I didn't notice because my camera was flipped. But anyways, back to where we were saying. Yeah,
I
I hear
would love
you.
to get a signature from Becky Lynch in her book.
I'm
That would be
excited to
great.
see what it goes on between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. I bet it is going to be a fire. I mean, we saw it in November 2019 when a whole Survivor Series thing went on.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty good. Oh,
Rhea wasn't Becky in War Games this year or last year?
wait, what? Back in 2019?
No, in 2023.
Yes, yes.
And I thought Rio was in War Game. Hold on, let me check this.
Yeah, check it out.
War Games 2023 female wrestlers. It was. Hang on, I got. Um. Oh no, it was Damage Control. Right. See, that's how forgettable they are.
Yeah, they are. The only good
It
parts
was
were the men's War Games match and CM Punk
it was
returns.
Bianca, Charlotte, Shotzi, and Becky. Actually, I can't lie. Now that I'm thinking about it, Io Sky did something pretty freaking hilarious in that War Games. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
She put a garbage thing on her head and she just jumped off. Just yeet.
Yeah, I also she jumped like do the whole moonsault on the top of
Somebody
the cage.
definitely got nicked from that and probably got hurt pretty bad because that's aluminum falling down on your
Being
face.
on a trash can, bro. God.
What
On a
is the what is your favorite type of like item people use in wrestling?
candlesticks and
Candlesticks, yeah.
and glass table.
Oh yeah, those are pretty cool. Mine have always been the bull whips and stuff when they have a bull whip match. That or what was it? Oh, the fire extinguishers, because it just gets crazy when a fire extinguisher's out.
And when you put it on the table, whew,
Yep.
yeah.
I
Wait.
saw this. I saw this indie wrestling dude. They put they call it the Tower of Glass,
Uh huh.
and it had like 40 40 glass tubes all stacked up together, and he just chucked it at the indie wrestler, and he just I don't know if it was botched or not, but he just slumped.
Was it where in CCW or GCW?
It was a wrestling match in this weird office place.
Uh, if it's either CCW or GCW, then that's great.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking for a lot more of the quote on like the more extreme wrestling.
Because yeah, CCW and GCW are the only ones that require a lot of hardcore rules and shit.
Hmm.
So that's how you know I like hardcore too. You know, they are fire, and no matter how damaging it is for most fans, but it's brutal as
Right.
heck. It's brutal.
It's
It's brutal.
it's bad for the fighters, but it's fun for the audience.
It's fun for the audience after all. Yeah, exactly. Which I like me some
And
hardcore. Um, um, we don't really get to see that as often in WWE nowadays, but
right. Are you gonna watch Mick Foley's last match when you get the chance?
Mick Foley's last match. Wait, what?
He's supposed to be he doesn't know the dates and he doesn't know the exact times, but apparently he's supposed to be having a uh death match as his final match and he's
Mm,
looking for an opponent.
is it confirmed?
Yeah, he's been talking about it on his Instagram everywhere.
Ah,
He said he's already lost 100 pounds for it.
mm,
And I mean, everybody knows he's probably gonna get really hurt.
yeah.
He's
Cause
probably gonna get
considering
hurt.
how
No,
old he is,
and his what his body's already been
yeah,
through.
especially because he's here. He ripped his ear. Oh man. Oh man.
I mean, let the man do what he loves, I guess.
I guess,
But
but it's a high risk that might be chance that he might been fucking
yeah,
dead.
it's gonna be he's not gonna make it out.
Mm-mm.
But he went out. He came in a legend. He's gonna go out a legend, I guess.
I guess, but you know how old he is, right?
Oh, is he?
He's like 58 years old.
Damn, bro. He looks like he's 90.
Huh?
He looks
What?
old as hell.
To me, he looks like
He
he's
looks old as
40.
hell,
He's
bro.
more 40.
He's built like an old man, bro.
He's meant to be built this way, man.
So for 60th birthday, that's what the WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley shares ideas for Final Death match for 60th birthday.
Oh man.
On June 7th, 2025, WWE Hall of Famer will Mick Foley will celebrate his
June,
60th birthday.
June 27,
And
2025.
yeah, so we still got a whole year. We are all right.
Okay, so it's not confirmed yet, right?
It's not confirmed. I think he's looking for Foley immediately put two names out there. John Moxley or Matt Cordana.
John
So
Moxley.
yeah, or Cordana. He's a pretty good dude with the death matches. Death
Mm-hmm.
matches are pretty gruesome.
Yeah, it's for John Moxley versus Mick Foley. That's a dream match.
That is a dream match.
That is a dream match. Two hardcore wrestlers.
They should just say fuck it and put Undertaker in it.
Oh wait,
Then it's
what?
really a death
Nah,
match.
nah, nah, no, not the Undertaker, bro. No, no, not letting that happen. No, the Undertaker. Mm-mm. He's
Nah,
retired, you
Mick
know.
Foley needs. So is Foley. He needs to get his
Yeah,
lick back.
yeah, but Undertaker, not any chance. But Mick Foley, okay, maybe, but there's a high chance that he might be dead.
True, true. I think though, like whoever is going to fight Foley needs to put into consideration that that will be his last match and probably be his last day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they need to put that into consideration of, hey, you guys are probably gonna kill this guy.
If there's another thing I would love to see is maybe Mick Foley be a commentary at any federation possible, even though he's old.
Right, that would be cool.
Yeah,
But I know he has been saying he doesn't like the spotlight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In a couple of his interviews I've been hearing he just likes to sit back and be a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's probably why he's doing his death match, his last match.
Oh man. I mean, Mick Foley, I hope you don't die, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tag McFoley in this. I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit him up.
yeah. I hope you don't die, man.
It's kind of a fucked thing to say, but I mean shit.
I mean, no, I just don't want the man to be in a position where all the legends have passed away for many reasons.
Right. But if he's gonna go out, like I said, let him go out on his own accord. And let him go out as a legend.
Yeah, I guess.
Still saying Undertaker versus Mankind. One more time.
Ah, mm-mm. We already seen that back in the day.
Foley needs to get his lick back. Chuck that
Nevertheless,
fucker off the cage.
nevertheless, we already seen that back in the day. No more. Anyways, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory have won the match for their final
Oh
spot.
yeah. Heck yeah. That's in the tag team match, right?
Yep, for
For
the
the WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good shit. Good shit.
Cool shit. Props to him because they deserve the recognition that they deserve. Hmm.
Right. They're good comics in the fighting scene.
Yeah,
Like they know that they're all they are just getting made fun of.
yeah, but at the same time, they need to push themselves to the limits.
Oh,
Because
sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I catch myself saying "A Town Down" out of nowhere
eight
just to
times
piss
down,
people off.
hanging out loud. Eight times down, poppy poppy bottles, sparkles and champagne.
Somebody will be pissing me off or something. I'll just be shut up, A Town down, and I'll leave.
Well, congrats to them,
Or
man.
whenever I prove a point, I'll just be like, "Yeah, what's up, A Town down."
And they just run away to go. Hey,
Yeah,
who's eight town down? Uh,
yeah. They're like, "Bro, your name's Jay,
yeah, your name is Jay.
J Town down."
Jay Daniel. Imagine you being an Terry again.
Oh man,
uh, oh
it's
man,
great.
that's
It's
great.
great.
But I'm glad they have won the match because I didn't.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. At first I was like I don't know how to expect this, but when they won the match, I was like yes, definitely they
Right.
definitely.
Grayson Waller's just a better Austin Theory, and Austin Theory is just a better Grayson Waller.
Why you say this in the opposite way around?
Cause they just, if it wasn't for Grayson Waller, Austin Theory would be nothing. I believe, because
Bro,
he's been
Austin
given
Terry won the US
opportunities.
title match.
That's because of McMahon.
Yeah, they pushed him. They pushed him far away. Yeah. They pushed him far away to the point where it's like, okay, you deserve this, kid. Yeah, here's your price.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. They pushed him too hard, and nobody liked him.
yeah. They didn't. Well, Austin didn't care. They didn't care.
I will never. Another reason I just don't like Austin Theory is because John Cena had his WrestleMania match and he got his ass whooped in front of a bunch of Make a Wish kids. Like, imagine that kid's wish was to see John Cena hold a belt one more time, and then he's sitting there, and 1, 2, 3, that kid's never gonna see that again.
Bro, Justin is getting old, bro. He's almost on his 50s, bro.
But still, Like, don't bring up bring out a bunch of Make a Wish kids for your brownie points and then get your ass whooped. That's
Not the first time he got whooped. Okay, so around the same period that year, he also got fucking whooped by Solo Sokoa.
yeah. But see, he didn't bring out terminally ill children beforehand to do that.
Yeah, this time was just a bunch of yeah.
Like, I will never forgive WWE for doing that to them kids. I bet you some of them cried. They probably some of them cried to death probably.
The Brock Lesnar versus the Undertaker one hit harder than John Cena's.
I remember where I was when I learned about that because I didn't have the chance to watch that WrestleMania. I was at school and
When I heard
everybody's
Brock
with.
Lesnar when I heard Brock Lesnar won the match, I was like, really,
I
dude?
thought everybody was lying and trying to fuck with me the whole time.
I thought it was just fake news and it was all clickbait and it was just all like edit videos. But no, it was actually real.
Yeah, because I was in school. I was in fifth grade at that time. That's crazy. I was in fifth grade when the streak got ruined. And I was like, no way this happens. It's not real. And I was in denial for a while. Like
Yeah.
I was like no, no, no way. He's it was a miscount. The ref miscounted. He's gonna get his match back, and they're just gonna take that one off. And then Roman
Yeah.
Reigns came in and said, "What's up, bud?"
Man. And then
Because it went from 22-1 or 22-1 to 22-2, and then it just plummeted from there. And they should have just stopped.
yeah. What was the point of them continuing their feud, bro, around 2015 in SummerSlam, bro? What was the point?
Nah, man.
Nah, man. Like, it's nah.
Who has the WrestleMania streak now? Who is the most wins in WrestleMania? Top 10 Soup WWE. Obviously, Undertaker with 25.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Rey Mysterio. Well, number 10, 8. Rey Mysterio. Roman Reigns has 8 wins. Randy Orton has 8 wins. Kane has 8 wins. Bret Hart has 8 wins. Hulk Hogan has 8 wins. Edge has 9 wins. Triple H and John Cena have 10. And then The Undertaker pulled it off with 25. So there's not a lot out there right now. And that can be a new thing. A whole new generation of streak.
I guess. I mean, there's not much to say about the streaks, man. I
It
mean,
would be played out.
we'll see. Then we have the Bloodline revealed Roman Reigns, quote unquote, Roman Reigns ordered The Rock's hit. Ah, I don't
Even though The
know.
Rock owns WWE.
To be honest,
So The
Rock did this
Rock.
himself. He didn't got ordered by Paul Heyman or whatsoever. Well, I mean, of course, yeah. It
The
makes
Rock
it.
basically said The Rock basically said, "Hey, tell everybody that I told you to do this, but I'm doing it by myself." Or tell everybody that you told me to do this, but I'm going to do it myself.
Which it's strange for him to will
But
say
like
that.
average fans of wrestling, like average fans of WWE and wrestling probably won't notice it. But when you're like a diehard fan and you know the backgrounds and this and that, it kind of just defeats the illusion.
Yeah, well, again, The Rock did this himself, not for the honor of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like he wants that piece of cake. Pause. Um, the whole him beating down Cody Rhodes. He's like he's not playing around at
He ain't Brahma. He wait, never mind. I
all.
forgot to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say he ain't fucking around, but
yeah, he ain't playing
I
around.
feel like they are going to do this beat down on. They did that beat down on Cody because of just the fact that he's probably not going to perform as well as people think at
We
WrestleMania.
never know. Hopefully
We
this time,
never know.
we never know. Hey, listen, there's always alternate options.
That's
There's always
just a
all.
theory.
That's just a theory, okay? That's not
A
uh,
wrestling
a
theory.
wrestling theory. We don't really follow that trend at all. But I do think if Cody Rhodes manages to find his way out at night
Mhm.
two and actually finds a way to beat Roman Reigns without even getting himself distracted against the bloodline, which that's gonna be outrageous considering if let's just say for example The Rock and Roman Reigns win the match, I doubt that. Could turn that into
Right.
the bloodline rules. However, there's no denying that Cody Rhodes can really have a help, doesn't he?
Mhm.
So
He's gonna have some. He's gonna have a lot of help.
yes, I think for outnumbered superstars I can name possibly. um and that could be some
Cena,
Cena, which probably is going to attack The Rock most of them.
right?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I've been hearing that. Yeah, like his old ass is gonna come back.
He's gonna Stone Cold Stunner, and then The Rock does the sell for back in the day.
Oh man, that'd be
Oh
great.
man, that will make anybody would just bust their head, flabbergasted. It would just go,
I'd be like, I would be so mad because this man has been in this for so many years, and they all still want it. No, do not bring Stone Cold. You stay away. You can come in for a cool entrance and be like, "Hey guys, hi, how you doing?" But don't you try and get yourself involved. You're gonna get hurt.
not really, because he will Stone Cold Stunner pretty much everyone, like in the bloodline. Jey Uso obviously will be involved
Yep.
because he's obviously Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso battle will be ending it and they will try to squash, but then they're not gonna have they still have some finished business going on because the
You
only
want to know?
the,
Dustin Rhodes,
yes.
his brother is gonna show up.
Yes. I heard that rumor. I was like, you know what? That's obvious because I remember when Dustin Rhodes said, what was it? It was like an AEW show or something. He said, "Fuck The
Right.
Rock."
He's just straight up fuck the Rock. No, that's his own organization. Dustin Rhodes has his own fighting organization.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck The Rock," which that could be meaning that he will come to WrestleMania.
that he will fuck the Rock.
That he will fuck The Rock with the kindness, and that will taste his medicine. Not gonna lie. I would love to see that. So if those rumors that we just spread here will be true, it is gonna be
Um,
an epic moment for WrestleMania.
yeah, if the rumors become true, you guys have to like and subscribe.
And subscribe, and
And
also let us know in the comments down below. uh,
yeah, let us know and share it to your family.
Share the
Listen to these
family
two
and share
people
the
yet for 71 minutes about wrestling.
yeah. um, we also got to talk about Pretty Deadly in here. We have not talked about Pretty Deadly at all. I'm gonna be honest. That whole idea of the character is pretty silly.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Like, of course, when they first came out in the main roster, I was like, oh, okay, just a usual standard tag team, nothing special. You get to see Tyler Breeze rip off,
Yeah.
and then you get to see Fandango rip off.
Bro, Fandango. I miss Fandango. Fandango is crazy.
I said Fandango because the haircut and his face literally looks kind of similar
Right.
to Fandango.
Fandango.
I kind of miss Fandango too. I remember when I remember one time when he
Go
was
ahead.
on his journey to WrestleMania against Chris Jericho, and the fact that it was a short match too. It was yeah, it was pretty
What is going on with Mr. Fandango? Dirty Dango, that's his new name.
Hmm.
Nope. Signed to TNA. That's what he is.
Hey, congratulations to him. I mean, I'm glad he still wrestles. Somewhere else though. Yeah. I'm glad
Yeah.
that he did. Um I also want to see Tyler Breeze in TNA.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
To
I want to
see.
see Chris Benoit make a return.
Oh my gosh, can you not? Please. Stop talking about Chris Benoit. Like, okay, I get it. You can't really separate these art.
Yeah.
I understand that, but damn. Let's not go far away talking about him.
Okay.
On
Okay.
our
That's all I
channel.
had to. That's all I had to say.
On our channel, man. Just oh.
The ghost of Benoit will haunt us.
Shiver me timbers. Anyways, oh yeah, there's another thing that we got to talk about. AEW.
There's. Oh man.
A fucking W.
Next.
Next. Next.
Next.
AEW. AEW, man.
Really, only the cool thing that's been happening is that Edge and Christian had that I Quit match, and
Yes.
Edge won, and now he's supposed to be talking about his next title defense, and that was the entirety of AEW.
We can't really talk about one thing. We could also talk about another thing too. We can't really separate to say, oh, all these wrestlers in AEW are trash, garbage, or they're on dumpster fire. No, 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 no,
I'm
no.
not saying they're trash, and I understand that some of them are putting in the work. Just the program is kind of trash.
But the program is decent. Okay, I get it. You hate Tony Khan. I don't say I have to defend Tony Khan because no, fuck Tony Khan.
Yeah, fuck Tony Khan.
But the program is somewhat decent. They have some talent in here, but there is sometimes where there's a lot of superstars that he signed where they can't really do anything about them,
Mm-hmm.
and they just pretty much wash them all, and they just will go, all right, go away to the AEW, go away, go away, go away.
Yep, go away. See ya.
See you in the next episode. Bye bye bye. Boom boom boom.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa whoa whoa.
Haha.
No pun intended. Swerve. Uh, let's talk about Swerve too. Hey, Swerve is doing a really good job in AEW run so far.
Yeah.
Man is incredibly talented, so underrated. Um, I would love to see how he's gonna do with his feud going on. Bro, imagine Swerve versus Samoa Joe.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Woo! Uh, that was a great match for Swerve. He was facing against what's his name? Take Sheeta. That's how you pronounce
Takshita.
Takeshita.
Why you talking Shida?
Takeshita.
Sorry. You talking Shida?
Takeshita. Anyways, then another thing we had is Will Ospreay versus Kuts- I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I butchered the Japanese or Chinese names, but Katsuri Shibata. Shibata.
You tried. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Will Ospreay's awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Will Ospreay's awesome.
Oh man.
Will Ospreay's awesome.
Yes, sir.
And I hope AW can utilize him so well. If they decide to waste his talent and his art and what he's passionate for, I'm not gonna watch AW anymore.
I barely ever do.
You barely do. I don't say
I
you.
don't. I don't. I just it scroll past my Instagram. I see something AEW or fighting. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I just go next.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh man. Then you got
Well,
then you hey
hey.
hey. No, we're not ending it here. No, no, no. You think this is
Damn
over,
it.
huh? Like the last episodes, but you think this is over.
Hell no, man. We've been on this for hour, bro.
I get
I'm
that.
happy. I love wrestling,
I get that, but
but we ain't Joe Rogan. All right.
shut
We don't
the
gotta
hell
make
up. We don't have to compare ourselves to Joe Rogan, you piece of.
we don't gotta make a 4-hour episode yapping about professional wrestling. I love wrestling as much as the next man. And there's no but. I'm just saying that I love wrestling. But I'm also a very impatient man.
You are impatient, just like when you are impatient in hospitals. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
thanks. It's all good.
I'm sorry, sorry, sorry.
It's okay.
I had to say that. I had to say because
It's all
you
right. You had to
know
get your lick.
you know what to say. I'm pretty much impatient in certain things, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
You know, as much people say, oh, but you can be patient in 2 years, right? Not really. Two
Right.
years is a little bit too long. Like I'm sitting there yapping, doing nothing special.
Hey man, we talked through three wrestling events, if you want to count AEW, as well as the career of Mick Foley
Uh huh.
and his death match. And we talked about Chris Benoit coming back. We talked
Shut
about
Shut your damn mouth about Chris Benoit. Stop.
we talked about our predictions for WrestleMania since it's
Yeah.
supposed to be coming next week. Which that was kind of our whole thing. We wanted to predict what's going to happen for WrestleMania, and for the last like 3 episodes, that's what we've been doing. And so
Uh,
either next episode will be about what we're excited for and what we're going to do for WrestleMania.
oh, yeah. I forgot because WrestleMania is in next week, right?
Yep,
It's
it's
in
next week on a Saturday.
Saturday, which is gonna be. Let me see. Let me check out the date here, ladies and gentlemen. 6th.
He's the boss of Turnbuckle Reactions, so I don't even get paid for this.
It's all free, no charge, no money.
No point. Yep, he's
Uh,
holding me hostage. That's why I don't have a face
I
cam.
mean, you are a second co-host in the first place. So okay, so we have okay, so yeah, April 6th. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna be active because the event is coming eventually, and who knows? We might be changed.
We'll write a community post. We'll put a community post saying what we want, if we're gonna do it or not, to our 4 subscribers.
Yes, our 4 subscribers. Yes.
Thank you, 4 subscribers. One of them is me, so thank you to me.
Yeah.
And well,
Yeah. So
this has
that's
been
that's
this has
six
been Baby
six
Jester,
6th of
and
April. Yeah.
mm,
But okay, yeah, that was it. I think that that's all. What? I'm the leader.
I'm the captain now.
You're co-captain.
Damn it! I'm the one. I'm the biggest bird.
I mean, you're not the
Bird?
bird. I mean, you're the eagle guy.
Yo, I'm the biggest bird. Call me Owen Hart.
Uh, no, no.
Get it? Cause he fucking died as a bird.
Okay, okay. We're not talking about that controversy. No, no. Let's not talk about that.
Hey man, we said all of professional wrestling, and I'm talking about the flaws of what happened.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're not gonna tear down some emotional damage stuff.
That's true. There's a time and place for that, and I felt like the time was now, but that's okay.
But it's okay, man. Well, guys, that was it. I wonder how many minutes hours we got. Oh wow, an hour 20.
83 minutes. That's why I've been trying to get off, bro.
That's insane, bro. That's insane. This is our
That's
first
longest
time that we
one.
got an hour, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We set the record straight.
Jay can sit for a whole hour. Oh
Exactly,
man.
guys. Well, guys, that was it, folks. We might be seeing you guys in the next week or so, depending, because I'll be
It's,
we be watching the event, um, WrestleMania.
if not, we'll stream on Monday. That could be a
It,
thing.
that could be something that we have not that will. I know for a fact that Monday you might be busy as heck.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what we
Depending
could.
on what's going on.
We'll see what we could do. Yeah, for sure. Um, I'm excited for next week, man. And including NXT Stand and Deliver,
Yep.
which we will be tuning in later on. But yeah, it's been your boy the SVR and
Baby Jester. There you
and
go. I'll work on it.
we're working on it, yeah. And I will see you guys on the next episode of Turnbuckle Reaction Podcast, that's what we could call it.
See ya. Ding ding ding
Peace
ding 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 ding.
out.